Good morning, everybody.
Hi, how are you?
So I can't say that we're surprised by the judge's decision to consolidate the old case and the new case. We're somewhat disappointed because it is the district attorney's way of getting in like the Molyneux evidence that where this case was reversed on, to keep piling on different, the propensity evidence. But we're going to be very well prepared. Of the three complaining witnesses, two of them are coming back. One of them, just to be clear, Mr. Weinstein has served all the time on. So, in our opinion, that really is a Molyneux witness, because hypothetically, just so everybody understands, if he was found not guilty of the new complaining witness and Mimi Haley, but only found guilty of Jessica, he would be walking right or wheeling right out of the courtroom. So really, she's only there to add to their version of events, or their version of who Harvey Weinstein is, and it's right out of their playbook from the last time. We're going to put his personality and his demeanor on trial, as opposed to the facts of the case on trial. But I know everybody is very curious about Mr. Weinstein's health. I'm not going to get into any specifics except to say that Mr. Weinstein is a fighter, and he's here to fight this case, and he's going to fight with every ounce of strength in his body any health issues that he has. We're hopeful that the Department of Corrections and Health and Human Services, especially after the media attention that's taken place in the last 48 hours, really gives him the treatment that any human being in the United States of America, but especially in the city of New York, deserves under the health challenges he's suffering with now. I know many of you like to ask what book Mr. Weinstein is reading. He's rereading Barack Obama's Promised Land. What is it called? Promise. Thank you. Excuse me. Yes, he's rereading it. He has read it once already, and he's rereading Barack Obama's book. Besides that, obviously Mr. Weinstein is very anxious to put this behind him. This new charge that's being brought in, whether it should be able to be brought at all. So we have some homework to do, and I anticipate that this trial realistically will be tried in the late winter, early spring of 2025.
So, Arthur, if the prior case was thrown out because of Molyneux, why do you think that's going to be endeavored again?
Well, they're not calling it Molyneux. So Jessica Mann, who, again, he was found not guilty of the top count at the last trial, only guilty of the bottom count regarding her. He served all the time there. So it's their way of putting Molyneux evidence in without having to call it Molyneux evidence, or labeling it Molyneux evidence. But that's really the only effect that he has.
The back door.
Do you intend to move to dismiss that count
Yes.
under those arguments?
Correct.
And do you have precedent right now for that, or is that part of
I think that we're going to grab onto the Court of Appeals decision in People v. Weinstein, and we will be making that argument. We're also going to be making arguments about the new case and how long ago did the district attorney's office know about this complainant, and did they just hold back, and now all of a sudden that his case is reversed, did they bring her to light? And there are other speedy trial motions that I'm sure Ms. Fabi and Mr. Kamens will be able to present. No, I don't think we can appeal it, actually.
We can move to reconsider, so we'll look at that.
It's also could be an appellate issue.
There will be no appeal. In the words of Apollo Creed, ain't going to be no rematch.
What are the issues with this new complaint? What are the
A couple of things. The timing of it all, and, not showing my cards too much, but if hypothetically, and this is a hypothetical, but if the prosecutors knew about this individual in 2017, 18, 19, and said, you know what, we're going to go to trial on these two women, meaning Jessica and Mimi, and if we lose that trial, then this other person we know about, we'll try him again. I don't think that that's the way the criminal justice system is supposed to work. I think when prosecutors know that there are complaining witnesses, that you're supposed to present them to a grand jury and then to a trial when you know about them. Not that you're going to play this game where, well, if we don't convict them with this jury on these complainants, we'll still have another jury, which may be more in our favor, with a different complainant. So we will be looking to challenge this in every way that we possibly can. Yes, young man.
Sorry, just to confirm, is he dealing with chronic myeloid leukemia?
I'm not going to address what is exact. I know there's a lot of stories out there. That's not for me to say.
It's Harvey's choice.
That's up to Mr. Weinstein. It's, he's got family, he's got kids, and he doesn't exactly have access to them when he's in Rikers Island. So, the message that he wanted to make sure was conveyed is that the way he's been fighting for his liberty and to clear his name since 2018, he's going to fight whatever health issues he has before him.
Arthur, have you identified who the new complaining witness is? You said that you needed to do more investigation.
Yeah, not officially. Officially, it's Jane Doe. And so, until the prosecutor reveals the name, that's when I will know for a fact who the witness is.
Have they given you any information about more specifics as to what they claim happened with this person?
They've given us some. You heard in the courtroom, they said by the end of this week, they're going to give us the additional discovery.
How active is Mr. Weinstein in his defense? How do you discuss this with
Mr. Kamens and Ms. Fabi and Mr. Esposito, myself, actually all of us here who have been dealing with Mr. Weinstein for 6 years now, it's no secret about why he attained the status that he did in his profession. He's very, very smart. He is very tenacious. He doesn't take no for an answer, in the best sense of the word, regarding pushing us to do the best that we can, to look for every possible legal angle, to challenge everything by the prosecutor's office. He just knows how to. He's a prolific reader, and his knowledge and his retention of what he has read over the years is unbelievable. He throws out quotes from philosophers and things along those lines. He's a smart guy, and look, he's in Rikers Island. There's only so much access that we have to him, but we talk to him almost every day.
He's very engaged in his defense.
He's very engaged in his defense. He reads everything, all the documents. He will have reread the entire transcript from the first trial and marked it all up and given it back to us, and it's very helpful because he knows the truth. And the truth is, he didn't force any woman to do anything that they were not willing, everything that they didn't want to do. Everything that took place was absolutely consensual. And that was what we said in the first trial, and that many of the facts that the women testified to are accurate. They went on dates. They went to parties together. They did everything together. And even the sexual acts happened. We never said they didn't happen. It's just that he always claimed that they were consensual. And for years, the women claimed they were consensual. And then all of a sudden, they weren't.
Arthur, can you say if that's the case with the new allegation as far as, you said not officially, it sounds like you might have some idea who you think the new complaining witness might be. Is this the same?
Well, we have,
in other words?
yes, we do have some of the discovery, and it doesn't matter who the person is. So if it's Jane Doe, yes, it's much of the same, where for years, decades, it's been consensual, and then as of late, it's not consensual. But it's very, a lot of people have been bringing up the Sean Combs case. It's nothing like that. Zero. I want to make that very clear. There's no allegations of force, like physical force. There's no allegations of drugs and filming and baby oil and all of that stuff. This is all about people who knew each other, who went on dates, who fooled around. Everything was fine for years and years and years, and now it's not fine anymore. And, we did that effectively at the first trial with Annabella Sciorra. Not guilty, not guilty. We did it with Jessica Mann, where she alleged some force. Not guilty. So we're going to go back to this lower charge on Jessica Mann, which again was, he should have known that I didn't want to do that. No force, and the Mimi charge. So, we're feeling very comfortable and confident. We have time to put in. We're going to exhaust all the legal avenues because this is a spectacular judge and his law secretary. They're very, very smart people. Even the decision on consolidation, it's all based on law. It's all based on case law. It's not just based on a whim or a feeling. And we look forward to trying the case. And Harvey looks forward to, obviously he's frustrated. We wanted to try the case in June, September, November. They kept delaying it. And now that they appear to be ready, they're, with the consolidation, there are legal obligations that we have to challenge every aspect of it. We good?
Yeah.